We return with our Lesley Stump on day 101. A new era rolls out in front of him. Deep in the heart of Louisville's industry district and covered in burn scars, will he venture further and deeper into the heart of the ruined city, or will our little Les flee to the countryside, or even find a place to settle down? Join me for another 100 days with Lesley Stump. To Nomad or not to Nomad? That is the question. A lovely windy day to get us started. So it begins. Lesley still has a bit of a limp after setting himself on fire, twice, so he begins slowly, taking the trek further into the industry district, zombie by zombie. He encounters a stalker nomad zombie, claims the prize, cheese, then heads out to do some foraging for this evening's dinner. What's that? He returns to the RV, pockets full of garlic and eggs and various other creepy crawlies that he won't eat. They are for fishing later on. Lesley eats so much spaghetti his tummy hurts, does some organisation, and heads out for a little late night foraging. It's going to be winter soon, which means Lesley needs to stuff his pockets with vegetables and other wild delights. Lesley finds absolutely nothing, because it's basically dark outside, so he heads back to the RV and falls asleep. It's cold. It's a little chilly out on day 102, so Lesley pulls on a lovely new turtleneck and then jumps behind the wheel of Rod to drive further into Louisville. He stops where he'd previously set himself on fire and takes out some revenge on the zombs. Lesley has no clue what any of the buildings are here, and he wonders if it's even worth his time clearing these dead freaks out. Lesley's no expert. How are you, Lesley? He fights until his spear breaks, eats some bolognese for lunch, then crafts a baseball bat with nails stuck in it. The building is, as Lesley presumed, largely empty and useless for a technically illiterate ape like Lesley Stump, and he drives down the road to kill more zombies with his big stick. Ho 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 ho! Lesley! Home runs, baby, home runs. Les investigates a shipping warehouse and finds a very little inside. Empty, mostly empty boxes. One bottle of white wine. It is curious though. Curious. Newton Freight Warehouse. Now that sounds intriguing. Wow. The motherlode. Yes, I do like choco cakes. Chocolate and peanuts. Yes, I do like chocolate and peanuts. Don't you, Lesley? Yeah, you're a big fan. We found El Dorado, a warehouse full of chocolate and screws and all things nice and lovely. Lesley is in Zomboid heaven. It makes the burns to his face, neck, back, legs, arms and head completely worth it. Tennis rackets. Oh, fortunately Lesley doesn't have anyone to play tennis with. Poor boy. Wow, that's a lot of orange soda and pop. Well, your teeth are going to fall out, Lesley. I don't think he owns a toothbrush. His mouth must be absolutely minging. Things do get a little hectic for a second though, and pretty scary. There's an alarm going off somewhere. Kind of eerie. Okay. Few zombies. Stay calm. Stay calm. Nice one, Lesley. You're an absolute monster, mate. Oof. Cold-blooded killer. Put your top on, mister. Let's get out of here. Lesley returns to the RV in one piece. Ah, home sweet RV. Be nice to get some of this stuff in the cupboards. Les. Stuff it in there, Lesley. Stuff it in there. That's it. Get those peas in there. Before bed, Lesley takes all his clothes off and puts on a very scandalous set of women's bunny lingerie. We don't ask questions. Okay, Lesley. You look... Well, Lesley, I think that you look adorable. Give yourself a little wash. Oh dear. Look at that little tushy. Alright, now let's put your clothes on. Or you freeze to death, Les. Don't what the hell that is. Centipede, man. No, thank you. Lesley hates centipedes. Specifically, his least favourite insect. Lesley begins day 103 by foraging and shouting at ugly bugs. In fact, he gets up to all sorts of nonsense with the bugs. A snail. Yup, 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 yup. Lesley loves snails. He likes to put them on his stomach. He likes to put them on his face. Yes, he's going to put the snail on his face, I think. He sits on the floor and plays with his new snail. Oh, we can eat it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We don't eat snails here. Snails live on the bed with Lesley. Yes. Slimy little guy. Then it's off out to explore some nearby mansions. We only find one thing that's decent. Here it is. Make fishing rod. Yes! And we run into a couple of small problems. Oh my god, that made me jump. You prick. And then we find an interesting building that we're going to revisit another day. Ah! I'm going to come back here tomorrow, because I think that's a gun shop just there. Right, let's read our fishing magazine before bed. Learn how to craft a fishing rod, Lesley. We'll go fishing one day. There's you, me, and Mrs. Badger down by the river. Having a lovely old time, Les. How does that sound? Pretty good. Pretty good. Good morning, Lesley. Today we're going to raid that gun shop. Okay, what does that mean? We do need our sledgehammer though. He sets off very early in the morning while it's still dark and quickly gets surrounded by the undead. It doesn't help that one of Rod's eyes isn't working. Oh, one of Rod's thingies is... Oh god. Just a few zombies here. Oh. Okay. This is one of the largest groups he's had to deal with for a while. But by the time the slaughter is finished, the sun is kissing the horizon, and Lesley is still in one piece. Oh, I've just realised I've been holding my balloon this whole time. Lesley fixes up Rod's eye and his big old trunk. The old boy is looking sleeker than ever, then clears out a few more zombies on the way to the gun shop. He bashes his way in with the sledgehammer and loots the building. Guns, ammo, goodies. When he gets back to the RV, he sticks the oven on, then appears to drag the skin of a human face over his bed. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. Lesley, you love sleeping with this weird stuff, don't you? Just tuck that onion underneath the dolls. On day 104, Lesley makes his way down the road to the gas station. Beef jerky. Blonkies! Investigates yet another totally useless auto shop, and yes, just one more useless auto shop, this time featuring a horde of zombies. Oh boy. Nothing. Curse you, Jim. Ah, yes. Ready, prep. Army issues surplus. That's what I've been looking for. Yes. Surplus. But booze shop first, then into the big boy. There's nothing crazy here, but Les still pulls up the RV to loot it entirely. He likes the drip, after all. There's a near disaster outside while putting stuff into the trailer. Oh, don't fast forward time when there's a zombie nearby. Go on, lie down. Go to sleep. Lesley begins day 106 with a bit of zombie slaughter, bashes his way into the surplus storeroom, many goodies, mostly ammo, then makes his way down to the pawn shop to see what treasures may lie inside. Just sit on our little seat here, relax. Pretend you're in your grandmother's house, Lesley. With the pawn shop looted, he did take that orange chair with him, by the way. He drives a little deeper into Louisville, and the zombies come out to play. Okay, well done, Lesley, well done. It is here, in the narrow, industrial alleyways of Louisville, that Lesley comes to his first great deep epiphany. Is it really worth it? Or should we just leave? I think it's time to go. That's too many zombies. It's time to get out of Louisville. It's been fun whilst it lasted, but honestly, Lesley can't deal with this. And so the Louisville experiment comes to an end. Lesley Stump wants to live. Louisville means death. On the way out, he tries one last time to loot a building, but... oh my god, there's so many people, so many zombies in that chicken shop. And so he drives. He drives past the industrial buildings and the mansions and the river. Eventually he reaches the eerie safety of the military checkpoint, fenced in on all sides. Lesley Stump wants to live. so he stops for the night. Sure. Let's stop here. Then Lesley just lies and thinks. And then he's going to lie down and he's going to go to sleep. And good morning. How are we doing today, Lesley? Feeling a little peckish? On day 107, in the pouring rain, Lesley makes his delicate way out of Louisville into the countryside. Just a tight squeeze here. Now, so we are down here. We could check out some of these, like this place down here. I'm kind of intrigued about it. So I'm going to go look at what that is. Despite just escaping danger, Lesley is a curious cat, so he begins the long trek to the area marked on the map. He's intrigued, curious, bemused, and he must be satiated. The journey is not without its issues, of course. Now, we did come here before. I remember this tiny little bridge. Oh! Terrible driving from Lesley. Driving too fast. Slipped in the rain, slid in the rain, in the mud. The problems just get worse as he approaches his target. Oh my good god. That is a huge horde of zombies. Oh my god. This place is littered with zombies. Quite a few zombies here, Lesley. Are you sure you want to get out of the car? Oh my goodness me. I'm not sure it's a good idea to get out of here. Lesley. I think we should stay firmly inside the vehicle. Yep. We are not engaging with that. That is just absurd. No sane man, and Lesley is still sane, would ever get out of the RV in that situation. Let's get out of here. Goodbye, Louisville. All your horribleness. I'm just not interested. Very wisely, Lesley retreats, and he spends the rest of the day by the river, picking vegetables, fishing with his new crafted fishing rod, and generally enjoying the peace and quiet after that shambling horde. I'm going to slice up this frog as well. Don't listen to its screeches. Lesley, what have you created? Stir fry with wild garlic with fish, frog. We call it stir fry a la river. Get some nice dirty little socks on the end of our bed as well. Perfect. Just another song about love. I need to be with you. Sorry, Lesley. Maybe one day we can find you a friend. Lesley's just going to spend the evening with Mrs. Badger, I think. I'm a nobody. I'm hidden. Wow, these are all so miserable. Okay. Well, with that cheery thought in his mind, Lesley's just going to go to sleep. On day 108, Lesley heads out early in the morning in the rain and dark, and it's no surprise there's almost another disaster on another bridge. Oh man, Lesley, you really got to stop doing that, buddy. It's fine. There's plenty of supplies here that we can use to fix her up. He hops out to pick up some leftover metal sheets, then hits the road again. Lesley stares into the cold, black water below him. 10 to 5 in the morning. Lesley drives into West Point and stops at a house for a lovely cold bath. Once he's out, he dyes his hair strawberry blonde, because why the hell not? Lesley, you look gorgeous. Ah, looks nice. Can't really tell the difference, but... He takes Rod out into the countryside, then stops in the middle of nowhere to do a little bit of foraging in the rain, umbrella in hand. More mushrooms? Leek? Nice. Oh, it's sage, not leek. But sage is still good. Ah yes, a helicopter. Long time no see, friends. Don't mind me, I'm just a lonely little man looking for berries in the woods. The helicopter comes to pester him again. He sticks his middle finger up at them and keeps moving. He tries to do some temporary repairs to Rod, but the hood of the RV is totally ruined. We're going to need a new one. A bit further along the road, he finds a small campsite with some unlucky campers. He's a little tired, so he sits on the floor of the RV to watch the survival show and then falls asleep. There we go. Now he can sleep. Good night, Les. So the journey continues. Where is Lesley heading? You'll find out soon enough. He pulls up again to forage for bugs, which he needs to fish with. Another snail. Yes. Add it to our snail collection. Lesley loves snails. After making some lunch, some kind of beef, jerky, mushroom, dead bird, dead rabbit, snail dish. Oh no, wait, he didn't eat the snails. He heads back out onto the road, along the river. A quiet stretch, quite peaceful. Ow. Lesley's trying to smoke, crashed into a tree, fumbling for his cigarettes. Idiot. Keep going. Further up the road, he finds a delightful little fishing spot, so he whips out his massive rod and goes fishing. Once he's done, the fridge and freezer are now stuffed with fish, so he'll probably need to get his hands on a bigger one before winter properly sets in. He stops at a small farmhouse and spends the night there. Good night, Liz. Sweet dreams, buddy. He sets off early in the morning and makes excellent progress towards Riverside. Of course, Lesley just had to have one last little accident. Oh, that was a pretty big crash. Oops. He's distracted looking at the mansions longingly. Should be okay though. Just need to make it through town. We can just start doing repairs. Lesley cruises through Riverside and arrives at his destination. Ah yes, that old friend. The junkyard. The site of Lesley's future home, and more importantly, a gorgeous school bus. Okay, we made it to our target. Lesley spares no time at all and gets right to work. First off, Rod is in a bad shape, so he'll need repairs, and then he starts tinkering with the bus. Not fantastic. Imagine how much room there is for activities in here. It's a little bit tree-y, tree-ish, tree-esque in the yard, so he starts by chopping down some trees. He'll need the wood for a future wall anyway. He takes a quick rest, assesses what he needs for the bus, then starts gathering parts and dumping them on the front. We need a better battery, but we can just put Rod's battery in there. Don't listen, Rod. We need brakes. Oh then, just got a big pile of stuff. The thoughts of leaving Rod behind are making him very depressed again. Put this lacy bra on the bed next to snails. Put the snails in the bra. One each. Lesley thinks of abandoning Rod. He simply can't imagine it. He drinks a whole bottle of wine to try and sleep. Gonna be okay, Rod. Gonna be okay, Les. Rod won't mind. Drunkenly, and this is not recommended, Lesley checks out the truck outside and finds it in very good condition. It'll be the perfect vehicle to get around town in. Then he falls asleep, like a drunk little slug. Feeling a little hungover, it's back to business pimping out the school bus. Then he takes the new truck out to explore a little of the local area. Whoa, we are not used to this kind of speed. Clear out some of our neighbours. Okay, so first we're going to clear out all our neighbours. He spends pretty much the entire day killing zombies lingering around the nearby houses, looting a bit here and there, and generally getting settled into his new home. With some buildings cleared, he marks the area down on his map, including the name of his new base, Fort Margaret, the name of his late wife. Fort Margaret, named after his late, very dead, very zombified, very crinkly, wrinkly, stinky grey mummified wife. Then it's time for bed, again. He fills up the truck on day 112, investigates this tiny church, then hooks up this other car to the back of the truck. Both of them run pretty smoothly. He loots a bunch of the other buildings, marks them off the map as he goes, then returns to Fort Margaret with the two cars. Lie down in bed, have a smoke. Oh yeah, now that's good. That's the spirit.